Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Lima Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the support of Oracle cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jessie Reish. I'm trying to make sure that I include that because I just recently realized that was on the back. Alright. I already shuffled. Why do I think we're going to have a bunch of cards here? Done. There's a bunch. And I feel like we want the bottom card too, the Three of Swords at the bottom. The Three of Swords is at the bottom, which it's usually heartbreak. Let's keep going, because I'm not exactly sure how that one... Stop. No. Alright. We're going to see, but there's definitely a very... Heartbreak is pulling through the whole thing. I feel that right off the bat. Heartbreak is pulling through the whole thing. But is it more about where it's going or where it's been? That's interesting. We'll find out in a minute, because I feel like it starts off right off the get-go knowing that there's going to be heartbreak. I feel like you know it right off the get-go, because you got the Two of Swords with health here, and I'm feeling like somebody's health is failing. That's my first thing, especially with the Two of Swords and health. It's almost like somebody feels powerless to change their situation. But it's definitely like it's a not healthy situation. Now, granted, when it doesn't have to be physical health. It could be somebody who's in an abusive relationship, or somebody who is in a job that's just, it's not a good thing for them to be a part of. I'll give you that. You have to take it with a grain of salt and apply it where you feel it's correct. But what I'm getting is whatever the situation is, physical, relationship-wise, social, whatever it is, you're looking at this like it's gonna crash. It's going to implode. It's going to self-destruct. It will not work. The World card is on your side for where you're viewing it. Like, nope, gotta change it, or it's just gonna fall apart. This isn't gonna work. And I'm getting that Three of Swords energy, like, this is not going to be easy, because for these changes to make things move forward, for these changes to make their appearance is actually what I'm getting. I just feel like you're going to have to go at this quite harshly. I feel like you're going to have to be a little bit ruthless. Is that real? Like, that seems like that's quite strong. Like, you're like, I'm going to have to make an impression here that this is bull, and this is not going to work, and before it completely fails, I'm going to make it known, I'm going to make sure this person knows that this is not working, and this needs to stop. It's harsh energy. It's strong energy. There's no two ways. If this reading is going to hit with you, there's no two ways. This is how it is, and this is not working, and this is going to lead to demise. The Three of Swords is telling me there's a lot of heartbreak here, and I feel like this person may not be very happy with you at the end of this, but I also feel like if that's the case, you're like, well, but they're going to be out of that situation, and that means more to you than them looking at you in a positive light. That may be part of this heartbreak. This is not easy. This whole situation, I feel, is going to be hard, because you're already like, listen, this is bull. No. I don't want to get into a lot of analogy, because I feel like there's a lot of harshness coming through, like you've had it, and this is going to fail. You can't do this. No. The other person, even though you're pushing really hard, I feel like you're having an effect, but you're not seeing it. Not in the beginning. What I'm getting is the Hanged Man, where this person, or whatever you're dealing with, they realize that you're making a point, but they're still feeling like they can't change it. Still feeling powerless, but agreeing with you at the same time is what I'm getting. I don't feel any change originally happening here. Not off the get-go. But they seem to be understanding that you're right, but they seem to be accepting the ultimate demise rather than they need to change something. So if it's like a health thing, they feel like there's nothing they can do. They're subject to the bad result, whatever that may be. If it's a relationship, they don't feel like they can escape it, but you're right, it is a bad relationship. If it's something else, and it's just really bad for them to be a part of this, they're just like, well, I'm stuck here, there's nothing I can do. That's just how it is. That seems to be the first, like, you're coming towards them and you're like, this is ridiculous. No. They seem to agree with you, but they're not moving. I'm getting the Page of Pentacles as your next step in the situation. You're realizing initially there's no change. But as the Page is showing up on your side, you're not... You came forward once saying this needs to stop. It's enough. Enough is enough. You're noticing no effect. But you're like, all right, I'm not going to do that a second time. That clearly is not moving things forward. The person seems to be agreeing with me, but nothing is changing. But the Page is telling me, you're biding your time, and you're like, I need to find another angle. I need to find another angle. This will change. I still feel that strength behind you. This phase will end. Because I feel the world behind you. And you're standing there looking like that. Like, this phase will end. The way I came at this initially doesn't seem to have worked. I'll find another angle. I'm going to find another angle. Now, when you're coming into that energy, you and whoever you're dealing with are getting along very well. The reason, you're still unhappy. You're very unhappy about this. This phase will end. But you're like, I need to get on their good side. I need to find another angle here. I need to get in a little closer to evaluate the situation so I can find my angle to, light a fire under this person to get them to move. Because they need to do what I'm telling them because this is bad. So I'm going to play nice for now until I find that angle and I'm going to light that fire and we're going to move. That's what I'm feeling with this. It's the Ten of Cups. It's a good moment. So you're getting along. You definitely have ulterior motives. I don't think that's bad because of where you're coming from. Grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. I don't know how it sounds coming across the computer here, but that's what I'm getting from that. Now, this person, whoever you're dealing with, you're getting along with them at this point. They think they're getting away with it. They're thinking you're leaving them alone. You're just accepting, well, you said you can't do it, so I'm fine. You can't do it. You're just leaving them alone about it. You're letting them be. They think they're getting away with it, that they're not going to have to deal with this again. Meanwhile, on your side, I'm noticing the Eight of Pentacles. You're gathering all your resources. You're gathering everything you've learned. You're devising a plan. You're finding this angle. You're devising a plan to not only have you found your angle, is what I'm getting as you go forward, but you're devising a plan that, when you come at this angle, it's gonna be quite the fire, and you're gonna have to move. I'm not gonna give you an option. You will get up. You will move. You will do what I tell you. I almost feel like you will do what I tell you to. You will change this because this is bad. This is a bad situation. I will not stand for it. When I come at this again, I'm going to have everything together. I'm going to have my plan together, and this will happen. This will change. There's a lot of strength behind this. So you're playing nice for the moment, but you're getting your plan together. You found your angle, and you're getting it together, and you're like, we're gonna move. This is gonna move. It's strong. That is strong. That's good. I don't think it's bad. I'm not getting in bad energy with this, so again, take it with a grain of salt. When I'm coming into it, I feel like this is good. Now you're when you're ready, you're kicking this up. You're not I feel like this is interesting. I don't know how you're coming about this, and I guess it's subjective to how that you've decided that you're going to start this off. But I'm getting this Nine of Swords energy creating this new beginnings. You found your angle, you've got your plan, you're executing your plan. Between you and this Ten of Cups moment you had with this person is now becoming the Nine of Swords. I don't feel like you're getting along, but you're not arguing. I feel like this other person is feeling like, they're like, I kind of feel like it's coming across like they feel like they've been set up. Based on what I've already said, can we say that that's not what's happened? But you have a good reason behind it. Whatever. They seem to be very upset that you kind of stack things against them and you're forcing them forward. They seem to be very upset about that. But you had to do what you had to do. It's not my place to judge it anyway, but I'm not feeling bad about it. It had to happen. This needed to change. I don't know what to tell you. I don't feel you feeling bad about it too much. I feel like I feel like where you're standing is kind of like, this is what had to happen. And I am definitely connecting through Aquarius energy right now, so I'm getting that. Maybe that's why it feels that way to me. But it's creating that new beginning. They may be upset. They may be feeling like you set them up and you stacked it against them. But it's creating that new beginning, and that needed to happen. But I'm feeling like they're feeling like they're under the gun on this one. And they're being pushed forward, they're being forced forward. You purposely set it up that way because you're like, yeah, I let you think for yourself. I let you just sit there and mull it over and you do nothing. This situation will end. This phase will end. I've decided this is not good. This is not good. This needs to change. They relent to you is what I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles. It's on their side. They want to please you. They want you to back off is what I'm getting. For whatever it's worth, that's what they want. They want you to back off, so they're trying to please you. Because they want the intensity is too much. I feel like they feel like the intensity is too much. So they're trying to appease you. They're trying to make you happy to make the situation change. Feels very intense, but they're appeasing you. They're going along with what you want. This is supporting your new beginning because it is creating that new beginning. That's why this is going forward. You did put them in this position. You put this person in that position where they could not go a different direction. They have to go forward. And you got the Justice card on your side. I just feel like this is changing the situation. I feel like the situation did need to change. I just don't feel like it was an option. It needed to change, and you did what you had to do to make it change, and now that's happening, and justice is on your side. And I'm also seeing from this justice, healing does occur. Where you originally had this person who the situation just was a bad thing, the situation is changing, it is healing, it is getting better, it is improving. I am getting, as it continues forward, this other person becomes the Queen of Wands. I feel like this kick in the butt, whatever you did to force them forward, they have to get into it a while. It has to go for a while. It's not going to be instant. I don't think you're expecting that anyway. It's going to go for a while, and I get that they're going to start getting passionate about going forward on their own because they're going to see the results. They're going to see how things are getting better, how things feel better, how things are going better for them because of this change. I do feel like this went in their benefit. I really do. It's going to take them a little while to get on board with it, but once they see these positive results, they're going to start moving forward on their own passion. It's definitely going to take a while, though. And I'm getting when they do engage with that, and they've started really committing to it, and they have their own passion on it, this is the connection between you and them. The Ace of Swords. They're passionate about it. They seem to realize that not only have you helped them move forward, you forced them forward, but you seem to know what you're talking about, and they're starting to rely on you for like a sounding board. They're talking things out with you. They want things to continue to get better, and they're looking for your guidance and your assistance and helping them figure out what needs to happen next. I don't see you leading the way on your own, but I see you co-helping them make decisions. Because I feel like the way they're looking at things is like they've made decisions before, and that's how they got... Like, the decisions they've made previously got them into that situation. And now they're like, I need your help to help me see the truth here, to keep making decisions going forward, to keep getting better, to keep making things better. And hopefully I can learn to make these decisions on my own to continue the upward ascent here. Upward ascent, same word twice is almost what I did there. But like they're going to be working with you. They're going to be looking for your guidance, but they're not going to be... I feel like they're going to move from you making decisions to like looking to you as a reference to like, do you think this is a good idea? If I keep doing it this way, or if I go this way, do you think that's going to work? Like, do you think this is a smart move? Like, they're going to have their own ideas, but they're going to seem to be bouncing them off you to see if you approve, because I feel like they trust your judgment to keep going in a good direction because they're seeing already they have good results. They want to continue to have good results. It's very good, though. I like this at this point. So, all in all, I feel like this this ends up going in a really good direction at the end. It's just it's a ways out there. It's not going to happen soon. It's going to take a while to get there. But I feel like all your efforts will pay off, is what I'm getting. And I think the message is out. I think we got whatever we needed to get out with this. I think we got it out there. All right, I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.